Hey guys, what's going on? So today I've got a review for you guys from band I haven't really reviewed much of since I only have like 2 releases from them. I reviewed one of the albums I have from them, Wonderful, so this is the other album I have. So it's a live album, it's out of print. I don't think it's a bootleg. Yeah, it's not a bootleg. But the way the packaging is, you would think it is. It's a very good live album. I'm not a big fan of live albums. I don't really like live albums, to be honest. But this is actually pretty good. So yeah, it also has a lot of their. It's a pretty good set list. I'll get to that. So here's the album cover. It's just awful. So you have an okay looking shot of the band live, but what I don't like is it's funny because it's like, Keith Morris looks all enthusiastic, and then you just have what's his face? I forget the name of the bass player. Shit. And then you have Xander Schloss. I hope I pronounced his last name right back there. And he's just kind of like whatever, and Greg Hedson and Horse on drums. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, this was made after their classic era in the 80s. This was a reunion live album in the 90s, as you could tell, because, Keith Morris has his dreadlocks, his signature dreadlocks almost now. There's a back with a really crappy shot of that. So yeah, the track listing. We got like 22 songs on here, so pretty nice amount of songs. It's not a super long CD since a lot of songs are really short. But yeah, I like the disc cover a lot. So yeah, the disc is a little bit scratched up since I got this used at Amoeba Records for really cheap. And it even said it was out of print on CD, but yeah, the disc isn't in the greatest condition. But I don't know. I don't listen to this a whole lot. But I listen when I'm in the mood for some circle jerks. I usually listen to this. Since I don't really have anything other than this and Wonderful. And Wonderful, I'm like, I don't know, I've been kind of burnt out on that one. Since when I first got that, I was like listening to that all the time. So yeah, there's the back is the same shot. Some backstage diving or something. I don't know. And then there's a lineup. When you open it up, you have this hideous shot that's of the album cover, but they like scrunched it up like. You can totally tell they formatted this on the computer and they just scrunched it up right there. It looks awful. It kind of looks like a bootleg, to be honest. But yeah, and just the credits. So yeah, whatever. Packaging's not the greatest, but yeah. And like I said, like the booklet, see, it's not in the greatest condition either. I guess because this is used, obviously, like I said earlier. But it is a very decent live album. So it opens up with "Beat Me Senseless," which is an okay song. Oh, the first few songs on, like the first like 3 songs on here, they could have had better songs to open up their set with. But yeah, and "High Price on Our Heads" is better than "Beat Me Senseless" in my opinion. "Letter Bomb," like the more upbeat sounding Circle Jerk songs, I guess. I don't know. "In Your Eyes," then you have a classic, "In Your Eyes" from Golden Shower of Hits. Great album. I should pick that up sometime. Short song, one of those punk songs that's like under a minute, really fast, and very, very good song. Yeah. "Making the Bombs," my first YouTube video. That was so cringy. Don't watch that if you, you'll never see my videos the same again. That video is so cringy. Like, it'll like give you like PTSD if you watch that video. It's so bad. But yeah, "Making the Bombs" is a very good song, but that my first video ruined it for me because it's so cringy. But, "All Wound Up" is okay. "Coup d'Etat" is a very good song. I don't know, it's from Golden Shower Hits, one of my favorite Circle Jerks albums. I really like pretty much all of them. I've never really listened to, I can't read Roman numerals, but the one after, the one after Wonderful, their last their last studio album that they did in the 80s, or I think it was in the 90s, I'm not 100% sure. I forgot what it's called, but it was in Roman numerals. Anyways, I don't know. I haven't really listened to that one very much. "Wild on the Streets" is a good album, but it's not a great album. "Group Sex" is fantastic, and then so are Golden Shower Hits and Wonderful. It's probably my favorite from them. More for personal reasons. Their best album, in my opinion, is "Group Sex," but Wonderful is just my personal favorite. Anyways, "Mrs. Jones" from Wonderful, very funny song. Yeah. "Back Up Against the Wall" was really cool. "Casualty Vampires" is okay. "I Don't" is kind of boring. "Making Time" is good. "Junk Mail" is good. I, great song. I really like the riff in that song. It's very creative. It's a very creative sounding riff from the Circle Jerks. Their songs are usually very simple, but yeah. Rolled Up My Ass, one of my favorite Circle Jerk songs. You have like a medley here that's from like songs from Group Sex. They like play like 3 minute row without like stopping in between them. So you got like Roll Up My Ass, I Just Want Some Skank, and Beverly Hills. All fantastic songs. You know, Roll Up My Ass is super short and just an awesome kick-ass song. And then I Just Want Some Skank is also very, very good. It's probably one of their best songs. All 3 of these songs are like their best. Oh, Beverly Hills is fantastic. That's my favorite song from the Group Sex album. But yeah, Beverly Hills has a really cool sounding riff too. I think I was about to say I should cover that, but I've already covered that a long time ago. But that's a very good song. The Crowd is also one of my favorite Circle Jerk songs. I really like the lyrics of that song. Yeah. When the Shit Hits the Fan is very good. You know, really cool riff. Also, the production on here for a live album is pretty good. You can hear everything. Of course, there's the crowd screaming over everything, so it's a little difficult to hear sometimes. But for the most part, it's a lot better than a lot of other live punk albums, like that Misfits Evil Live has like horrible production. On here, you know, this is a pretty decent production for a live album. Anyways, so yeah, Deny Everything is great. You know, another really short song, a really great one. You know, Wonderful is a classic. You know, that's a great song. Wild in the Streets. The performance is good of that song here, but what's hilarious is at the end. I think it's either at the beginning or at the end. Keith Morris, he like shouts something to like two guys beating each other up in the crowd, and he says something like, "Why don't you guys stop beating up each other and go home and hug each other and say, you know what, brother, I love you. Let's go have sex," or something weird like that. I think he says that. Not in exact words, but he says something like that, where he's like telling them to like go home and like fuck or something. But that's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, it's not super long, but they're, you know, it's a Circle Jerks live album. What can you say? You know, it's gonna be short because they have a lot of their songs are very short. So yeah, it was recorded in Mexico, and I think there's actually a video of them playing the same performance that I've seen. Either that, or it's just them playing there a different time. But yeah, it's very solid. I wouldn't recommend I would definitely recommend their studio albums over this, because this isn't their best thing they've ever done. But if you just want like all their good songs, or most of their good songs on one CD, this is good. Or if you ever find it and you're like a big Circle Jerks fan, and you find it for a decent price, then pick it up. Like I said, it's not their best, and if you're new to the Circle Jerks, I don't recommend this. Since they don't sound quite as good as they did in their prime, you know, in the 80s. Like, Keith Morris's voice is slightly different. You know, you can see his voice is kind of in a transition period, because it's like, it's not quite, like, you know, like, snotty sounding as it used to be. You know, and then now and off, his voice sounds a lot warmer, kind of, almost. You know, his voice is less, like, you know, nasally, and, you know, like, snotty and raspy. He more just kind of, like, shouts now, and his voice is really warm sounding. And it's still nasally, but it's not as, like, raspy. Anyways, yeah, and on here he's in kind of like a transition period with his vocals. You know, about the guitar, the playing on here though is very good, especially the guitar playing is very good. It's not like sloppy. Their playing is very good on here live. I'm sure they were a great band live. Like, their playing isn't sloppy at all. But yeah, I enjoy this occasionally. I don't listen to it a whole lot, but it's very good. Out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 7 or an 8. It's probably decent. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.